I was gonna wait a little bit, but I do want to watch it tonight.
Many disturbing things have been caught on security camera footage, from break-ins to disappearances to even ghosts and supposed alien abductions.
Jesus Christ,
it's no doubt
Bobby.
these cameras capture some interesting and dark pieces of footage. In today's video,
God damn,
I wanted
thank
to
you,
focus on
Bobby.
the horrors that have been caught on film and discuss the context within each
It's
video.
super sweet
So
tonight, man.
please,
Thank you.
Join me as we take a look into disturbing things caught on security cameras.
Reese's Pieces. Hey everyone, it's spooky season, and that means Tov is going to be wearing a costume for every video uploaded in October. Lots of love for
Nice.
Tov.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are Minion because
Wow.
it is October, which means I'm going to be wearing a costume every single video in October, just like last year. Gonna take these off though because they are
Jesus,
uncomfortable. In
those
case you guys
glasses
were
are
like, "Tough,
fucking
you didn't
hard."
upload last week. I did. It was Overdose, my best song so far. So if you want to go hear my amazing vocal cords, go check out Overdose after this video.
Yeah, about to brown my pants again. Some disturbing
Please
stuff.
go stream it on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that. Also, sadly, my last Morbid video got demonetized. The one about YouTubers, which is so annoying. Like, bruh, like this is my livelihood. So if I still haven't solved that, because I'm really trying to like talk to YouTube about that one, because I know I did nothing wrong. It's such a successful video. Such a successful video. It has 1.6 million views as I'm recording this. And if you guys could help me out and just tag YouTube under my
Yeah, there
most
really
recent
wasn't
tweet,
anything
that would be
bad in it.
amazing,
Just
to get their
unlucky.
attention. It sucks that I have to do that. I have to fucking tweet to get, you know, my boss's
Bro got the
attention.
minion
Yeah,
drip.
if you guys can help me out, that would be so awesome. I'll leave a link in the description to my
The
Twitter.
goggles
You don't
look
have to,
nice,
if you don't
too.
want to. If you don't care, it's cool. Also, I think I broke a YouTube world record because I've never heard of a case where YouTube puts your video on the trending tab and then demonetizes it. Like, the trending videos are handpicked by employees. So
They
they
just
hype
put it
me
on their
up,
radar and
then
want
we're
to
like, oh, yeah, you're
demonetize
just
it
not
for
gonna
them.
get fucking paid for this video. But also, speaking of like social medias, I'm almost at 100,000 on Instagram. So if you guys could follow me on there, that would be amazing. And I also figured I'd update you guys on the tattoo, the Charlie tattoo that I was planning on getting. I got it like a week after I went to Florida. It's right here. I'll put it in.
Yes, sir.
Got a little penguin on the iceberg, tip of the iceberg.
I didn't draw that, by the way.
Charlie. But yeah, in October, I want
I can't
to
draw that
make
well.
more scary videos, I guess. More scary. I guess all my content is morbid, but I want to focus a little bit just on scary stuff. So let me try something. I'm gonna try something different. Can you guys just watch the video all the way through? Like, give me that watch time. Like, we'll destroy the algorithm.
Thanks
if
to
you
the
guys
bits,
just give me watch
Rose,
time.
or
That's how it works.
resub
If you guys
Rosa.
watch it all the way through. Just do it. Just do it. Just like, what if I just tell you guys to watch the video all the way through? But yeah, like I said in the intro, today we're gonna be talking about disturbing security camera footage. And if you guys don't already, make sure to get yourself some candy corn. Woohoo, candy corn. Let's get started.
The
with
worst
video.
candy.
Disappearance of Lars Mitek.
Legitimately one of the worst.
On July 2014 at Varna Airport in Bulgaria, German man Lars Mitek was on vacation with 4 friends at a resort called Golden Sands. This resort was popular among visitors
Nah,
as it
candy
resided
corn
by the
sucks.
coast of the Black Sea, and it was a fairly cheap stay. Specifically, Lars and his friends were staying at Hotel Viva Club within the resort. Everything was
recent
going
Mothman.
great, and they spent their time hanging out on the beach, drinking, and other things of that nature. Though things took a turn about a week later when Lars got into a fight at a 24-hour McDonald's. Lars, a fan of the football club Werder Bremen, had differences with fans of Bayern Munich. He then parted from his
God,
friends
that's the
outside a
lamest
restaurant
shit.
after leaving the bar, and just
There is no, I still think it is extraordinarily lame to get in fights for the sake of a team you like in a sport. People like to pretend that, you know, liking sports isn't nerdy, but you do exactly what people on Twitter do, but to the next level. Like for anime, you do it for sports, but like an actual fist fight and ruin your life over it. I think that's just as nerdy, if not more nerdy.
disappeared for the rest of the night. Lars turned up at the resort the following morning and told his friends he was beaten by 4 men hired by the group in the bar who he had a disagreement with the night before. The fight resulted in Lars having an injured jaw and ruptured eardrum. He went and saw a doctor who
Thanks,
advised him
Taco.
to not fly due to his injury because the high altitude pressure could make things worse. So he prescribed the antibiotic cefprozil. Lars's friends wanted to stay with him, but he insisted he was fine on his own. And he told them they could go back home without him. He'll just stay to recover. So they did. They left without him. Lars checked out of the resort the same time as his friends and checked into the hotel Color Varna for one night. The hotel was cheap and close to the airport. However, a
Thanks,
day
Brian
after
Cynical,
his friends
Nerissa
left,
Grievous.
he began to act paranoid. While at the hotel, Lars called his mother, and in a whisper, he told her that people were trying to kill him or rob him, and that she should cancel his credit cards. The security cameras in the hotel recorded him pacing up and down the halls, looking out windows, and hiding in an
Oh, this
elevator.
is sad.
At 1 in the morning, He left the hotel before returning about an hour later. It's not known what he did in this period of time. In the morning, he once again called his mother, telling her that the people pursuing him were getting closer. Lars was last seen at Varna Airport on July 8th, 2014, the day he was planning on going back to Germany. He texted his mother that he had arrived at the airport. He went to consult with the airport doctor, Dr. Kosta Kostov, and Kostov would later describe his behavior as nervous and erratic. According to Kostov, he told Lars that he was fine and he could return home. However, Lars didn't leave his office, expressing doubt about the medication that he was taking. At that time, a construction worker entered the office. The airport was undergoing renovation at the time, so it was pretty normal for a construction worker to come into an office and ask, hey, what else do you need me to do? You know, stuff like that. Kostov said that Lars then began to tremble. He yelled, I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here. He then got up and fled the office. He left all of his luggage, which included his wallet, cell phone, and passport. He was captured by airport security cameras fleeing the terminal. Once outside, he can be seen on the footage jogging away from the airport, climbing a fence, running into a meadow, and sprinting off camera. This was the last time Lars Matank was ever seen.
I vaguely remember this. The leading theory is that he somehow like fell into the construction site and died and got buried in there, isn't it? This is him, isn't it? I actually remember this now vaguely. Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, that's the wrong guy? Oh, different guy. Oh, never mind then. Maybe I don't know anything about this. The construction really checked out, though. Do you guys know who I'm talking about, though? I don't remember the exact case, but there was a guy captured on security footage, like, acting really erratic. It eventually disappears. They can't find him, but the leading theory was he, like, fell into, like, I guess it'd be, like, wet cement or something, and died there, and no one ever knew. Oh, that was at the bar. Oh, that's right. It was the bar guy. Yep. That's what it was. At the mall. The mall bar thing. That was his name? Brian Schaefer? Fucking terrifying story. Thanks to resub Drew. In the prime. Goralpsby. Well, that was super wholesome, Drew.
A lot of people think that he just got brain damage from the fight and that he just went insane after that. The running into nothingness, it's so scary. And then never being seen again, bro. Truly horrifying. Imagine the last place you're seen is through a 180p security camera. Jesus. Like, that sucks. That sucks so much. Wow.
It does suck.
Let's move on to the next one.
Oh, there's not even like a theory around what happened to him? That's it? Man just straight vanished? No theories at all. Oh, right, I need to move this back. I just noticed. Sorry. This was for Rocket League and I forgot to move it back.
Talking about, like, disturbing security camera footage really makes me, it makes me want to write. But thankfully... Jesus Christ, this is such a bad fucking ad. You guys gonna...
Thanks to 5 gift subs, Isaac.
But thankfully,
resub Froggy.
we have the Earl notebook. We sell notebooks at earldoesn'texist.com. This is not our specialty. This is like a thing for the fall drop. This is never going to be sold again. It's not our main thing. I just needed a segue to...
What a weird segue after the disappearance of a guy.
Make you want to write. We have zip-up hoodies. Yeah, look at that. A zip-up hoodie. Maybe y'all don't like pullover hoodies. That's okay. We got zip-ups. We have so many things at the store. Please make sure to visit earldoesn'texist.com because sometimes YouTube, my boss, gives me limited ads.
Slap my popcorn.
Demonetization. You guys buying from Earl helps me a ton. It helps. It's genuinely like the #1 way to support me. Thank you guys for buying at Earl. We have that goal of being a mainstream brand one day. Make sure to go shop at earldoesn'texist.com and get yourself something nice for fall. But
the guy vanished because he didn't buy my merch.
Jameson family disappearance. On October 8th, 2009, in Eufaula,
That's the leading
Oklahoma,
theory.
A family of 3 went missing, and till this day, no one knows what led up to their mysterious deaths. Bobby Dale Jameson, his wife Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison seemed to live pretty normal lives until family members noticed they were gone. A police search began and their truck was found in Latimer County, which is an hour away from their home. In the past few months, the family had been looking for 40 acres of land to buy, where they planned to live in their storage shed. But the items found in their truck indicate that they weren't planning on disappearing forever. Inside, investigators found their IDs, wallets, phones, Sherilyn's purse, and even the family dog. which was alive but extremely malnourished. Dude, this thing is choking me. Y'all, leave a like, because I'm getting choked, bro. Leave a like, subscribe, buy or roll. Y'all know what to do. They also found $32,000 in cash, and police still don't know where they got that money from. Some investigators suspect that
They probably just took it
due
out.
to selling or buying drugs. But also, why would you take your
I doubt
daughter
it.
to a drug deal? Doesn't really make that much sense. Not only that, but in a cell phone in the car, they found this creepy photo of the daughter in the woods the day the family disappeared. It was impossible to tell from the condition of the truck if they had left voluntarily or had been forced out of the car by someone else. A search party was formed, and investigators combed through miles of woods and surrounding area looking for any trace of the Jameson family, but nothing was found. On November 16th, 2013, 4 years later, just 3 miles away from where the truck was parked, hunters stumbled upon the partial remains of 2 adult skeletons and 1 child skeleton. Forensic testing proved that it was the Jameson family. But due to how decomposed the bodies were, they couldn't find a cause of death. So the police decided to open the case back up again and check through the family security footage. What they found was extremely odd. In the video, the couple is seen going back and forth between the house and the truck, packing up their things. And in the video, they didn't interact once. And they seem to be bringing and taking the same stuff from the house. Prior to their disappearance, Bobby Dale had gone to his pastor and claimed that his home was haunted, saying that he had 2 to 4 ghosts on the roof.
Jesus
Sherilyn
Christ.
had also purchased a satanic Bible, allegedly as a joke. However, Bobby Dale confessed to his pastor that
Yeah,
he
that's
read it,
definitely a
leading
murder
some people to
suicide.
believe that witchcraft may have been a factor in their deaths. Sherilyn's mother believed that the Jamesons had somehow gotten involved with a cult and were murdered by violent members. But she never named the cult, and there's no evidence supporting that theory.
Nah, I think that's definitely
Easy
like a
home
murder
breaking.
suicide.
On
That's
January 10th,
fucking
2019,
awful.
in Birmingham, which is in the United Kingdom, a thief was caught on an inner home security camera. First, he triggers the patio light, which he doesn't care about, and then shines his flashlight inside the home to see what he can take. He then proceeds to pick the lock on the sliding glass door and eventually is successful. He slides the door and listens in for a while before leaving the scene in a hurry. But seconds later, he returns, and this time he actually enters the home and begins getting a better look at the place. Then the house alarm goes off and he makes a run for it for good this time. Keep in mind, the homeowners were in the house the whole time. They were upstairs and they were fucking horrified seeing how deep someone got into their house. One of the homeowners explained on Facebook, "So last night at around 12:30 a.m. we got broken into by this scumbag. Luckily he fled by our house alarm, but still managed to break our patio lock completely and get into the living room. Absolutely mind-boggled that someone was in my house while I was asleep. We noticed a car come down the road and pass our house twice just a few minutes before this man ran up our drive. The car looks like a black BMW 1 Series. CCTV also shows he has a funny limp with his walk. Someone must recognize this. Honestly gutted. Hopefully this.
Does he have a limp? It didn't look like it. It looked like he was sneaking like a cartoon
how
character.
Quiet the thief was and how deep he got into the house. And luckily for them, they had a camera inside the home, which I don't really see most homes do. It's usually businesses that have inner security cameras. The person was never caught, in case you're wondering. I mean, they're wearing a mask. You can't really do anything about that one. But yeah, I thought this was a scary one to add to the list. Let's continue. Ghosts.
That one's like something out of
Okay,
Mr.
so first
Nightmare,
let's start
like
with
the
these
actual
orbs
footage
that are
stuff.
caught on security camera footage. A lot of people think these are ghosts or souls, and this is how they appear in video. Just bright balls of light that the human eye can't see. Some people like to see it as their loved ones visiting them, but we'll never really know. Though it is interesting how many orbs are caught on camera. Moving on to more creepy stuff are actual like ghosts caught on film. Now there are many of these cases. I think most of them are fake. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show you some that I think could be real.
I want to be convinced.
I don't
I've
see
been
why
wanting
someone wouldn't,
real
but, most people
evidence.
just try to fake it to get clout, you know. So I got some genuine ones for you guys. Here we have a video taken by a mother of a little boy on his bicycle, and if you look closely at the balcony, you can see the shape of a little child. This took place in England, and the
A little
dates back to
child? I thought this was like the ghost of like Charles III or something up there. That's a kid? What's he wearing? A suit? With like a flower in his pocket? That's not a kid. That's an old monarch.
in England, and the property dates back to the 19th century.
A Jedi.
The mother asked officials about the figure, and they said only security was in the building at the time. And I don't think they have 4'9" securities guarding the place. The next clip is from 2019, and I'll just read how the video starts off. The following clip was filmed while my mom and I were on vacation. We decided to leave our cats home alone for the few nights we would be gone. We scheduled a house sitter to come by and check up on them every other morning. When we arrived back home, we noticed a strange change in their behavior, so we decided to review the footage.
Now
This
they're
is what we
bipedal.
found. One of the cats already seems startled
And
by
they
the time
bench
the video
press.
starts, and if you look at the right side of the video, we can see a shadow walk past the hallway.
Oh shit.
Then we see this table shake and the door open. The video ends with this title card. This happened December 18th, 2019. We decided to wait before releasing the footage publicly. Please share this video. We are still looking for answers. Okay, while I was writing the script down, I realized this one kinda seems fake too. Sorry for saying these could be real. But I mean, why beg people to fucking share the video? The fuck are they gonna do? Get Bill Nye the Science Guy to fucking, oh, it's scientifically proven. Like, no. Like, you have ghosts in your house. You don't need this to get...
You don't understand.
That's how I think
There's
about it.
experts
Let me know
out
what you think
there.
about it.
There's always the TikTok, or witch talk, excuse me, that can explain away anything. I still remember the time I accidentally played a prank on them with the haunted egg video. That was unlucky. They were not happy about that. But god damn it, reading those or watching those responses about like, finally it's confirmed, was pretty joyous. If anyone remembers that. That wasn't even on purpose. You mean yeah, Matt put the prank on me, which ended up pranking them. Because I genuinely didn't know. God, that's still so embarrassing. Banger, though. Banger, though.
Okay, but this next one I think was 100% real. Like, actually 100% real. This footage literally gives me chills. Apparently, this family in 2019 thought their house was haunted, and they had been experiencing paranormal things. Like, for example, the mother said she felt someone's hands on her neck while sleeping. The footage shows a figure walking by the baby's crib, and the baby ended up with a scratch on her face the morning after.
Thanks, resub frogs.
Also, the baby's grandpa explained that he had heard a story about the previous homeowner committing by jumping out the window.
The story that I was told was the gentleman that lived here originally committed, apparently, by jumping out this window.
But then they showed the house, and I think you could break your bones but not die from this. Also, fucking scary place to own a house? Literally in the middle of the fucking woods.
That is a fair comparison.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Fucking
I
wood.
will agree, this is a fucking weird house. Where do you even find a listing for this? This looks like a shed that someone just stumbled upon. They're like, yeah, I can sell this. What an interesting abode.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Woman in handcuffs. On August 24th, 2018 in Montgomery, Texas, security camera footage caught a woman in handcuffs.
Oh, I
ringing
actually
a
remember
homeless
this one. This
doorbell
one's
and then
just
walking
legitimately
away. It was
sad.
about 3:20 a.m. and the frightened home resident called police, saying that there was a woman wearing what looked like restraints with no shoes and that she was ringing their doorbell late in the evening. The footage went viral, making national news. At first, no one was able to identify the woman as police searches intensified. Local officials were worried that something may have happened to the woman as she appeared to be in distress in the footage. 5 days later, on August 29th, the woman was identified as 32-year-old local resident whose name was kept private for safety reasons due to suspected domestic violence. She told police she had been sexually and that the broken restraints on her wrists were bondage cuffs.
A lot of details, but I was scared at the time, and that's what caused me to ring the neighbor's doorbell. I believe in my heart that is not who he truly is, so I don't want... It hurts me to see him bashed online.
When she was found, her boyfriend was also found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. She explained that not only did
Jesus.
she try ringing doorbells, but she also tried waving cars down, but
I didn't
no one
remember that
stopped.
part.
She wouldn't disclose details about what caused her to flee from the home, but she told local news that she forgives him.
I woke up and he was kneeling on my chest and stuffing some sort of cloth in my mouth and duct taping my entire head. Felt like when that was happening, like
I just remember the ring
I
footage
was
thing.
going to die there that night.
Missy Beavers' killer. Terry Missy Beavers was born on August
Tier
9,
1 Haas,
1970 in
Smith.
Graham, Texas. Married
1
to Brandon
robot.
Beavers in 1998, Missy was a mother to 3 daughters, and the family resided in Red Oak. Missy Beavers worked as a fitness instructor, holding Camp Gladiator boot camps at Midlothian's Creekside Church of Christ, only 20 minutes away from her residence. On April 18, 2016, the body of Missy Beavers was found at that same church. Beavers' murder garnered a lot of media attention after Midlothian police published surveillance videos from inside the church. Captured around the time period before Beavers' murder, the video shows an unknown person in police tactical gear walking around. They would also break glass and break into doors. Police believe the person
What
in the
the
video
fuck?
is Beavers' murderer.
I don't remember this one. Where can you even get tactical gear
Developments
like
have
this
been
without
made
being a
since
police
the
officer?
initial case, but it's not solved yet, and I don't know if it ever will be. Before dawn on April 18, 2016, there was a heavy thunderstorm. The night before her murder,
You can
Beavers
buy that
informed
on
her
Amazon?
students that the fitness class would be
What?
held inside, as opposed to the typical site at the parking lot.
That looks
was last
official
seen on
as fuck.
surveillance tapes arriving at 4:18 in the morning. Shortly after 5 in the morning, a student entered the class, stumbling upon Beavers' body. She was pronounced dead not long after the police arrived, and she was found with several puncture wounds to the head and chest. A police warrant alleged that these wounds were consistent with tools the suspect was carrying throughout the building. Although police did not confirm whether it was a weapon of murder, the hammer was found alongside other tools near her body. At first, the investigators were sure the suspect was a man. However, as time went by, more and more people had begun to suspect that it's actually a woman under that costume. Investigators shared another potential clue. The suspect appeared to be walking slowly, sometimes steadying themselves with the wall and having trouble moving their right foot or leg. In 2021, a forensic podiatrist contested both claims, alleging that the walk was affected by the weight of the gear and the weapons, and there's no relationship between the walk and the gender. Initially, a reward was set at $10,000 before doubling to $20,000 and then rising to $50,000. And ever since 2021, the price stayed at $150,000 simply for information about this person. Wow. Rest in peace.
What the fuck? This doesn't really look like a costume you'd buy on Amazon, though. I mean, granted, I've never tried to buy police tactical gear, but this looks like the whole shebang. Like, that shit looks super official. It's 240p video, what are you on about? Look at the size of this shit! It looks like there's a bulletproof vest under the initial vest. I mean, I guess it could just be shitty quality, but he or she looks like the Juggernaut from Call of Duty. Usually, like police outfits that you'd find at Party City and everything look a lot flimsier and shittier than that. True, I guess they could just be rather large. I'm assuming it's all the equipment, but yeah, they could just be a large person, I guess. I suppose. Not that intense. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed by it. It seems like official gear. At least compared to the other shit you ever see from, like, police costumes that you'd find on Amazon and eBay.
$1,000 simply for information about this person. Wow. Rest in peace. Disappearance of Meta Valentine.
Airsoft cosplay.
Meta
True.
Valentine
The
was
tactical
reported missing in
equipment.
2014.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm not deep into the airsoft community. The people that dress up in the tactical stuff, like the actual tactical stuff, legitimately have connections to the real distributors, right? I remember watching a video about one of them getting into a fight and him talking about his connections to, like, the actual enforcement agencies and the distributors. I don't know if that's something just a normal civilian can buy. Not always. Okay. Maybe it was just that one guy then.
after she failed to show up for Bible study. The last footage of her was this surveillance video taken from outside of her apartments.
Thanks, resub CJ.
The man that chased her down in the video was later identified as Reginald McDowell, her ex-boyfriend. Meta and McDowell first met in high school, but their relationship was extremely complicated. By 1999, Meta ended up dating someone new, a man named Kenneth D. Thompson, and that same year,
He's a
Meta
prime
and Kenneth
sage.
were reportedly bound, gagged, pistol whipped, and placed into the trunk of a vehicle by the ex, Reginald. He was later charged
Jesus
with 2 counts
Christ.
of first-degree kidnapping and 1 count each of first-degree burglary and shooting into an occupied vehicle. In 2001, Reginald was sentenced to 15 years in prison, but was released in 2011. Once he was free, him and Meta got back together. In 2014, Meta ended up just breaking up with
Goddamn.
him. And 11 days after doing so, she went missing. Meta's body was never found, and Reginald was never caught, but he's suspected to be somewhere in New York. Ugh, that's so sad. Imagine the last footage of you is security. Imagine your kids. She was a mom. The last
Goddamn.
thing.
Jesus
you see is
Christ.
just like some pixels of her running.
Why though? That's a cycle of abuse, man. It's not uncommon. We were talking about it earlier. I thought it was 5, but I guess the number 7. It usually takes someone 7 attempts to leave an abuser before they finally actually leave an abuser. Everyone likes to make it sound like it's so easy, like, well, just leave. Just get the fuck out. What are you doing? Just leave. It really isn't that simple. It's just not. And it never has been, never will be.
Wait, that's horrible. That's horrible. But yeah, rest in peace, sir. Supposed alien abduction caught on film. In 1996, the TV show Paranormal Borderline had a submission that contained a VHS tape and a letter. The letter told the story of a worker who appeared to have been abducted by aliens. The footage shows 4 angles of different sections of the warehouse. The top right one is the one we'll be focusing on. We see a worker leave the gate at 11 p.m. and then boom, a flash of light knocks all the cameras out and only come back until 1 in the morning. Then we see the man crawl back, vomit, then leave the scene again. Apparently the man quit his job and moved away. Now, I know this one's most likely fake, and it's already extremely corny, but let's hear what a UFO researcher has to say about this same footage.
I work with many people that
A UFO
they
researcher,
suffer
huh?
from post-traumatic stress disorder. Something happened to them, externally happened to them, that they don't maybe quite remember, but they know they became ill. They know that, you know, they came back and it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and what happened? I just opened the gate and it was 11:15, and then next thing I remember, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm sick to my stomach.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
I always love the
Really appreciate
UFO
the
research
subscribe
community.
If you are new,
Some of
to
them,
the channel, I upload a bunch
I
of
think are
videos.
totally
I also have a
fine, but then
mediocre
some go
YouTuber
too hard.
music career. You want to go check that out? No, okay. My
Thanks,
music's
resub,
good.
Big
I'm not
Ed.
gonna lie. Like, I
C
think my
and the
music's
Prime
good.
Milk.
Go give it a try.
The
But
5
yeah, if
gift
you wanna
subs
support
Robot.
Earl,
Thank you,
please,
Robot.
That's the most direct way of supporting me. I have Patreon too. Shout out all my patrons. Earl's cool.
Thank you, sub Siso.
I didn't explain anything. Yeah, more videos in October, more costumes, and follow me on my socials. You guys always keep up with me on there, so that's amazing. I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Thanks for 5 gift subs Sonia again.